Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Claire.
Claire's back.
She's back. Episode
Bow, bow,
2
bow,
of
bow,
season
bow,
17.
bow.
Boom.
I'm excited to be here. This is in spooky. I love it when it's spooky. So thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming.
Well, Jimmy gave me some heads up this time, so I should have remembered, but I'm going to be honest, I pulled a Jimmy, and it wasn't until your text today that I was like, oh, yeah.
That I said, like, here's the show you're going to do, because Joe told us you were going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've literally, like, talked about this for weeks, and yet today's the day, and I totally, I don't think I put it in my calendar, and I know
this is the spooky finale?
Yeah.
Yeah, last spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Make it better be good.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be the best.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Anything new with you two? Since last we spoke?
You know, just trying to get those Halloween costumes shored up.
Yeah.
You guys do good Halloween costumes in general. Or at least you wear Halloween costumes. Where
Yes.
You wear your onesie.
Yeah, well, see, yeah, I like.
You wear a onesie that you look like you're too big for. So it's like a big kid, which I kind of like.
Isn't that kind of what an adult wearing a onesie should look like, though, right?
When I wear like a onesie, I look like an adult dressed like Pooh, which is fine. But like you just look like you're like in like my mom won't buy me new pajamas because she says I'm still growing.
Yeah. I mean, I just gave that a side eye because, like for the past 2-3 years, I've just been a bat.
Okay, in a bat onesie, but
Yeah.
you do love being a bat.
That's what I'm saying. I'll just be the bat for the rest of my life. That rules.
I think you might be speaking of the time that we had that amazing event, and I dressed up as you. And I think I just did great because I had a wig. So
Claire dressed up as Joe.
Joe from 20.
The people on the podcast can't see you gesturing.
I was pointing at him. Yeah, I didn't dress up like Josh because I would have to like get pajamas that are too small or something. But that's a good idea for next time.
You can buy a child's medium or something. I don't know. Put it on.
That would be. I got a wedgie. Anyway.
So you guys got good costume plans for this year?
I mean, just different.
There's a couple different. Our friend group has a couple different events going on in the next like 3 weekends, which is
It
like
can just all be spooky.
Well, I mean, essentially it is. The weekend before is like a concert, and then the weekend of Halloween is like a birthday.
Yeah, I guess I didn't consider that being spooky, but I guess I can dress up for that.
But I mean, it's on like the day after Halloween, right?
Yeah, it's on All Saints Day or All
which means we should be at
All
church.
Hallows Day.
And then the weekend and the week after we have like a little film festival that we do.
Mm-hmm.
So like and that's generally the costume party.
Yeah.
For our friend group. So do you go three costumes?
3 different costumes.
A lot of people, a lot of repeats for people.
I think that I'm going to for the concert one, I'm going to kind of like pair up with Joe, and then depending on how that goes, I might change it up.
Depending on the feedback.
But also, like, if I was going to do the birthday one, I think that's more of a Pooh Bear onesie or something. It's just more
no pants.
More comfy. I definitely wear pants underneath. You're the only one with a too small onesie that doesn't wear pants.
I'm always wearing pants.
You are?
Always.
Oh, nope.
Ask me right now, wearing pants. Boom. See?
Boom. Pants.
I've seen you in shorts. Remember your cash shorts for the summertime? That was like the last time I was here. You're like, look at my shorts.
Oh, those are my house shorts.
Oh, different. You wouldn't wear those out in public?
No, probably not.
I know.
I'd probably change.
I know you wouldn't wear sweatpants.
No, I'm not.
Heaven forbid.
I ain't no scrub.
I think.
Not a scrub.
Okay.
If I'm anything, it's not a scrub.
Did you ever like that song, No Pigeons? Like the women version of No Scrubs?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm sure I've heard it, but I don't remember.
Okay, well, we'll
it.
definitely have to put that on, like while we eat dinner or something at some point. That was one of my brother's favorite songs for a while, and it's terrible.
No pigeons.
I mean, in general, because like that was like late 90s, early 2000s. That like no scrubs, no pigeons, bills. Like, and like I'm like a preteen at this point, and I thought it was going to be like a major concern that like when I start dating, I have to make sure to find someone with money because otherwise like I'm going to be like drained of my money or something. Like just based on like pop music at the time, it seemed like it was a real concern that like you might end up with a guy who's like needing you to pay all his bills or something.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't think I thought of it that way. But also, I didn't think our economy would be this shit. It basically made me think like, oh man, we're gonna have so much money when we're older. We're just gonna have so much money, and all
Really?
these people are gonna have money.
When did you think this?
When it was like 2000 or what did you say? 1999, early
Yeah.
2000s.
I was about
No
to
scrubs?
I was about for you to be like, it was like 2000, around 2008. Where I thought the millennials were gonna fucking just conquer the
Oh
world.
man, no. There's plenty of times where I was just like, oh man, we're just gonna be rolling in it. Get those student loans. It won't matter.
Is the millennial generation like nothing really bad has happened to us, but it's just been a like stretch of like 40 years of malaise. Like sad malaise,
Well-
right? Like, you know,
I think there's been some bad shit, like
Yeah.
all the school shootings. And
Well, like a lot of us went to war.
well, that's happening too.
yeah, 9/11.
A lot of us went to war out of high school.
Yeah.
And then a lot of us walked into an economy with no jobs out of
No jobs.
college.
That
Well,
was-
I did that. I did
My
that.
little brother had to work as a bartender at a bowling alley, and it was he didn't really know drinking at that point. And like the first thing he did was he like took somebody who had gone out for a cigarette break and he like dumped their drink and he got yelled at because he didn't know. He thought they were just like gone. And they were like, no, that's what you do. I was just going outside.
Did he put a little coaster on top of
He
his beer?
did, but he didn't know. He threw it
Hmm.
out. He didn't
Little
know.
baby
But then
boy.
at that point, like you just pour him another drink, right?
I don't really know
Really
what
not that
happened.
big, yeah, really not that big of a deal.
Right. Yeah. If I was that guy, I'd be like, hey, that was my drink. You poured it out. Get me another one.
And then
then
it's
that's
almost
it.
like better because then they probably drank half of it.
Yeah.
Now they get
Yeah.
a full new one.
Okay, well then I guess
As long as your brother was cool about it.
I think that he was trying to be an engineer, so I think that that's more of why it wasn't that cool.
Oh no, I hear you. I was like a bank teller / worked at a Caribou like out of college for a while because like I couldn't find a job out of college. So.
Yeah.
I gotta tell
That's-
you, you can
yeah.
always find a job in teaching.
We were the generation of like being told you need to go to college because this is the pathway out. And then when we finally get out, it's like, and now you're back at Caribou.
Yeah. It was good times. But you know what? We've just rolled through those good times and here we are.
Yeah. And here we are.
Better times.
Just like right when we're like getting our shit together, then a global pandemic hits.
That was fun. That was real good. I think time has stopped for
I
me
don't want to
since
be
then.
weird about this, but the global pandemic kind of helped me get more shit together in a way.
Because you're in a spot where you can kind of take advantage of it.
I own a house because of the global pandemic.
Okay, well,
I mean, legitimately, because like it was like, oh well, I probably guess I'll put all my money into a place where I'm gonna buy a house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, but like, lucky, obviously.
Yeah. And I think it's yet to be seen like what the effects of the pandemic will be on Gen Z. So
yeah, it could really
Not-
fuck them up.
yeah, I'm not.
And Gen Alpha, man, I feel bad for them. They're not
Yeah.
exactly like sitting here like having all the good times.
Skibbity.
Isn't it Skibbity Toilet? Come on.
I mean, it's
6'7". That's what my niece and nephew kept saying. And I was trying to get them to explain it to me, and they just would be like, 6'7".
Would you rather be, did the boomers have it better or Gen X have it better?
Did the boomers have it better or Gen X have it better?
Yeah.
Is that literally a question?
Yeah.
Well, I think boomers have all the money, so that to me is like they had it better.
it's like maybe eventually the boomers have it better.
Like
Yeah.
I do think that it sucked that their
But they
parents
did
were
have
really
to- but
fucked up.
They
and-
didn't have there's a lot of bad things.
Yeah, a lot of sad times. A
Mhm.
lot of people with a lot of mental
they
health
didn't, like-
issues. You couldn't be gay.
But they didn't like learn empathy and like social responsibility based on the shit that
That's
they
because
had
you
to
gotta-
go through.
You
They
gotta
learned
pick
how-
yourself up by your bootstraps. We're about to like get canceled by a whole lot of listeners. I'm sorry, all those people out there that
We're just talking about the troubles that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We're not blaming anybody.
I guess you would. I mean, just from a strictly economic standpoint, you would say the boomers, because by the time that, in the 90s was just like a boom period of like the economy.
they still hold
I'm
like
still gonna-
half the money.
I'm still gonna say boomers because they get to retire.
Yeah. And
They
the rest-
are
Right,
currently
right.
But
retired.
I will say some of them are now facing like the fact that their health insurance is going to be unpayable, and they're really stressed about it.
True,
so
true.
I feel bad
Yeah,
for them.
and
a
I
little
would be
bit.
pretty
the way
fucking
things are
stressed about
trending,
that
it's
too.
going to be way better for Gen X, right?
Ugh.
See, so that's why I'm thinking like probably
Gen
the boomers, because like they're getting in, getting out when the getting's good.
Oh,
We have the ability to be the best one because we are smart enough and knew the world before the internet and post internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Or during internet. So the best of us will learn from what has happened before.
Yeah, we should be like the Blade generation where it's like,
And it seems like we care.
yeah,
I
best of
don't-
both sides. We should be there.
I don't
But
think
we'll
that.
see.
I don't know. Maybe I live in a
That-
bubble of people that are like really awesome, but like I feel like there's a whole big group of millennials that I don't think I'd be friends with.
Well, I mean, I would probably say the majority of like the world I wouldn't be friends with.
That's because everybody's a chair to you. Come on.
Nah, it was just because I mean that's just how it works. I think that's probably true for most people. You can't
Cool.
be friends. You can't be friends. Facebook lied to you. You can't be friends with 5,000 people.
Whoa.
It did. Facebook lied to us.
I do
Oh my
think that
gosh.
Facebook lying to me, like, there's a lot of things Facebook lied about, and I feel like I'm still dealing
Meta
with
AI,
that.
for instance.
Yeah, I think I'm still dealing with that. But yeah, you're right. Facebook lied to me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it like that.
That's true. Like boomers didn't really get to experience Facebook like I did, so maybe that is a +1 for millennials.
Okay, did you guys have it when it was everybody had like their own page, right? And it would just be like text, and you had
It's
your
just
picture,
the wall.
just the
The
wall.
wall.
Like it's just a
You
big
ha-
text box
you
that
had to-
anybody can edit.
You had to be in college for that.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you had to be at specific colleges too, like
Mhm.
like
To start-
cool
to
one,
start, yeah.
like St. Louis University, and who was a second tier ad for being on the Facebook. I don't know
Mhm.
why.
This is not the gold star you think it is.
It really is though. But what's sad is I had one friend that would have a couple bevs and then would go onto someone's curated wall. Like so we had this wall of text
Yeah.
and then he would delete
Just
the whole
wipe it.
thing and then type in
Asshole.
wet bandits
Oh,
from
man.
Home Alone?
Home Alone, and
Devastating.
people would be so pissed. I specifically remember like the next morning this one kid being like, I can't get it back. I can't get my, and somebody had like made like a digital like tree or some design on
Sure,
there.
yeah. ASCII tree or whatever.
But luckily a couple months later they were started to be able to like get it back. So the wet bandits
Oh, thank
only
God.
were really like
I can get it back.
they were only really hardcore for a couple months. But yeah, that is a gem.
That is a gem.
In my first Facebook photo, I look so hot too. I look so good.
Yeah.
hmm
I just remember like people telling me that like Facebook was a thing and it'll be important when I get to college, and like signing up for it like, in the weeks leading up to college and not really getting it. And then like being at like orientation weekend and I'm just like sitting in my dorm and like one of the guys in my hall comes by with like one of his friends from high school, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Allison," or whatever, and I'm just like, "Hi, I'm Joe," and she's like, "Okay, see you later." We had like a nothing conversation, and then like minutes later, I had a Facebook friend request from her.
Yep.
I'm just like, "What?"
And
We're
you
friends
poked
now?
her. You poked her like on Facebook.
This is how this works.
Okay, but now I feel like people get really upset that when they're like, "Oh, do you have Instagram or do you have this, do you have that?" And I'm like, "Not really. I don't really do the socials." It's like they look at me like I'm a sad puppy, like I've broken their heart, and I'm
Well-
like, you could just take my phone number.
Who are these people?
Yeah, who are you meeting all the time
This
getting
is-
socials?
This is more like when I've gone to like bachelorette parties and you're like making friends and things like that.
Yeah, because you're trying to share stuff.
Yeah, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna meet up with you later. You
Yeah,
live
yeah.
near me," and I'm like, "You could just text me." And they look at me like I am, and they're also younger than me, so I'm
Mhm.
trying to hang
Well,
with the
they're
cool
clearly
kids.
younger than me because not because you're horribly old, but because nobody our age asks for your Instagram. Joe, what is this podcast about?
We're a TV podcast where we watch shows and we talk about generations, baby.
All of them.
But typically we take a TV show and analyze it based on its first and last episode by watching the first episode, talking about how we feel about it, what our joys and concerns are. And then before we watch the last episode, we make predictions for what we think is going to happen in that episode. Then watch that episode to see if our predictions came true. score ourselves on that, and then review the whole show as a total. And then we hug.
I don't think I've ever been here for the hug, so I'm excited
Oh, you're
for
missing out. You're missing out.
today's hug.
It's kind of a spooky month thing. And by the way, it is spooky month, and this is the last episode of spooky month. Previously, I wish I had this up, but like I'm trying to go based on my memory here. Like we had done Ju-on last week, Ju-on Origins. And then the week before that, I'm literally trying to remember what the name of this podcast is so I can look it up.
That's embarrassing.
Ju-on Origins, and then before that we had done Chucky, the Netflix series, and then the week before that we had done Scooby-Doo Where Are You, the original Scooby-Doo series. And rounding out our spooky month, we've got a pick from Claire.
I mean, I don't know if this is a pick from Claire, but we've already done. It's like when I've been on this pod seasons and seasons ago, we've already done. It's like Kissing Cousin, which was Addams Family. But so this time we're gonna be doing the Munsters.
The Munsters,
which I remember liking way more than Addams Family. I liked the like kind of like funny grandpa the best. So I'm excited to see if I still like him or if I think he's a little bit pervy.
I am interested in that, because Munsters and Addams Family pretty much ran concurrently. They both started and ended in 1964 to 1966. Both ran 2 seasons, and very similar but very different. So Claire, you're a Munsters person?
I definitely, and I only recalled this when we were watching the Addams Family. I mean, I also like directed the play Addams Family, and I never really like had a huge connection to it.
Sure.
I would definitely say that I watched the Munsters a lot more. There's like the little boy and the little girl, and it's kind of fun. I don't really, but I
do you remember watching like the original like black and white TV show?
That's the only thing I remember watching.
Okay.
Is there other than that?
Yeah, there's a few other series and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look those up.
Oh, they re-upped the Munsters?
Yeah.
Did it just get in color or something at some point?
Yeah, there's like one from like the late 80s, 90s called
Oh.
like The Munsters Today.
Weird. Okay, add that to our spooky month for next
And,
year.
like that one's in color, and then there's Mockingbird Lane, which is this a movie? Oh no, this is a show that came out in 2012. I can't find much information about it though. Josh, Munsters or Addams Family?
I think I'm an Addams Family boy.
Mhm.
But that's more of a cultural zeitgeist thing, because I think the Addams Family is just bigger, right?
Yes.
I mean, they have like movies.
Yes.
And
you're talking about like not just the TV show. You're talking about just like in total.
Yeah.
Which is kind of where I'm at too, where it's like I never really watched either TV show, but as a kid I remember the Addams Family movies, and those are very formative for me.
Yeah, I mean, those are great, but I remember the TV show of the
Mhm.
Munsters and it being spooky. And then I remember when we watched the first and last of Addams Family, I just being a little bit confused, because I think as a child I would get them confused as which was which, because they're both black and white. They're both like spooky. But I am excited for you guys to watch this, because I think I think you might become Munster fans.
Munster fans. I remember like 2 characters explicitly from the show, and it's mostly just like Herman, like the dad, right? He's just the and then that little weenie werewolf boy Eddie.
Yeah, that's 2 of them, and then there's like the hot girl, and the mom is like nice, I think, and then the grandpa.
And he's like a vampire, right?
Yeah.
I'm literally on the Wikipedia. They claim he's Count Dracula.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, fun.
I don't know if that. I mean, he's just called Grandpa.
Okay.
But in the Wikipedia it says Grandpa, and then in parentheses it says Count Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, he was supposed to be. Episodes mentioning that Grandpa's Count Dracula include number 55, just another pretty face, in which he explains his possession of Herman's original blueprint by reading the inscription on it to our favorite Count Dracula, a souvenir from Dr. Frankenstein and all the guys and gals.
Gotcha.
So they do make reference to him being Count Dracula.
Being actually Dracula.
Jamie's going to be mad that we're not watching Bram Stoker's. That is a month-long joke.
Still on the list for me.
On the list. All right, let's go watch this. I'm excited.
Oh, we're diving?
Did you already put on I Don't Want No Pigeons or whatever though? Because we got to play that first.
I mean, I'm not gonna play it for. Well, we have a couple questions here. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Sorry, we gotta do business.
There's like there's like pilots. I don't know what's on. This is on like Tubi that we're watching it or something like, right? I don't know where it is. Because there's a season 1, and then there's also like I'm reading pilots, which look like well, they're both unaired though. So
that they don't count.
I would say by rules, that's how you should do it. Unaired pilots. So then you don't have to call anything pilot, and then you can name the first episode.
There you go.
All right. The first episode looks like then, after I realized my own folly, Munster Masquerade.
Ooh, sounds like a party.
Sounds like it's just going to be a Halloween party for the first episode. I'm into that. Cool. All right, well, let's check that out, and we'll be back. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of The Munsters. It was called Munster Masquerade. I have a write-up.
You're going off this one?
Yeah, Wikipedia was super duper long, like paragraphs. And IMDb was just as short as where we watched it on Tubi, so I'm going to read the Tubi description. The Munsters invite Marilyn's boyfriend to visit the house.
That's like the worst write-up of all
Well, here,
time.
and then I'll add the IMDb. The Munsters are invited to a masquerade dance party.
Okay, together that's like kind of good.
Yeah. What are everyone's just like first thoughts? Did we like it?
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I really do. And then I had to look up why I know this show. And it turns out it was on 90s Nick at Night.
Yeah,
which
that sounds right.
I don't really remember Nick at Night, but like, did I stay up and watch it? And then in 1995 through 1998, it appeared on TV Land like regularly in syndication. So I'm wondering if there was a time where I like really like honed into TV Land, or if I was like a Nick at Night person for a while. But I enjoy the Munsters. It's like they're weird, and it's like kind of making fun of that, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, classic TV's fun a lot of times, and sometimes it's just real weird. But this is the fun category, I think. So I liked it as well. I still think it's kind of a maybe less of a discount Addams Family, but just like a B tier Addams Family potentially.
I beg you to now go back and watch the first Addams Family and compare it to this episode. Did the Addams Family have like shots that went through a spider web? Did they have all the spooky stuff? Did anybody's hair stand up? I think this had better special effects.
You think special effects and cinematography are better in the Munsters?
Okay. I've only seen one episode, so I probably need to walk that back. But
well, I mean, have you seen 2 episodes of the Addams Family?
I've seen 2 episodes of that.
Yeah.
And it was like years ago.
Yeah. Joe, you have any high level thoughts on this?
I think that part of that is you really do need to compare the show to show, right? And having seen both pilots, I think they're very similar in their quality and like the type of jokes that they make. They're different approaches to the same essential thing, where it's like, at this time, this is what the mid 60s. TV is like had some time to get its legs underneath it, and like there are a lot of like family sitcoms already, and this is just kind of like, well, what else can we do with the family sitcom? And it's like, well, what if you made the family weird?
I think that the difference is like the Addams Family, like they knew they were weird, but they were like kind of snotty about it and like cool about it. In this, it's almost like they don't know they're weird. They think they're normal. Yeah,
that is the difference. Is the Addams Family, and I've seen this described this way a lot of times on the internet. I'm not the originator of this idea, but it's like the Addams Family look normal but act weird, whereas the Munsters like look weird but just act like just a normal family. They're just, the same archetype of other sitcom families, with like the bumbling dad, the like mom who's keeping everything together, the precocious kid, and
I wrote down literally that neither the Munsters nor the normies in quotes like understand the other one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like they keep thinking it's the other one's like peculiar.
Yeah.
Where like what? what's
Yeah.
it is odd though also because the Munsters are truly like monsters.
Yes, they are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like Herman Munster is legitimately Frankenstein.
He's an 8-foot Frankenstein.
Unless they like joke about it to themselves as if they're like fucking lying to themselves or
Mhm.
something, but like I don't think we're going that deep. Herman Munster he's like, he said at some point he's made of several people.
Mm-hmm.
Lily called Grandpa the Count.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's Count Dracula, right?
Yeah. Eddie is locked up because of a full moon,
Mm-hmm.
howling away. And then Lily levitated.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Because is she a witch?
I'm just trying to see what her vibe is. Is she just witch?
Which I love it. She has like the streak in her hair. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think
But-
she's great.
But it's funny. I think the funny part about that is like the clearly like family full of like abnormalities,
Mm-hmm.
like supernatural people,
Mm-hmm.
like think they're just like that. Everybody else in the world is like, I don't understand why they treat me weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's an odd thing it's for me. I'm like, what?
Well,
But also
even-
I'm like, let's keep going with this, I guess.
even the fact that they like have their like niece who lives with them who is a normie. Like
Yeah.
she's doesn't seem to have
Well,
any monster abilities.
Yeah, so they're used to a normie, right?
But she also seems confused by normies. Like she doesn't know why she scares off people.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't understand that she has to like tell her boyfriends that her dad is Frankenstein.
Yeah, they're a little spooky. It's okay. Like I mean, you
And-
gotta warn them when you come over to the house.
Yeah. And also Frankenstein apparently exists in this world as an actual thing because the boyfriend's dad, his costume was Frankenstein.
That was super funny.
Mm-hmm.
But then like Herman then meets him and is like, you look familiar, and I don't like, like as if he may know. Either he's like so dumb that he sees himself in that guy and can't realize why he reminds himself of him, or Herman knows other Frankensteins.
I think he's pretty
Like
dumb.
it's a race.
Yeah, like it's a race of things.
I also am like, would you not see them around town? Like you're not at like the grocery store. You're not gonna like be like, oh, there's the weird Munsters.
Well, if they're a traditional household, Lily probably goes shopping and she looks completely normal.
she does not. Have you seen
Well,
her?
she's a niece.
No, that's
Lily.
Marilyn.
Marilyn.
But no, what do you mean Lily? She's a white lady with a
with a streak of hair.
with a streak
yeah,
of
yeah.
hair.
Mhm.
That's it.
She wears like a.
Just because she wears some sexy clothes.
Yeah, even Grandpa, right? Like he's got like a widow's peak, but like otherwise he's a normal looking dude. Herman looks like a monster.
That's true.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe Lily's running around with Eddie at Costco and they're just like, her kid's got something weird. Like,
yeah.
kind of thing.
I don't know what's going on with that kid.
People aren't afraid of it because he's like a little kid, but they're
Yeah.
probably like, the kid's got something weird.
Yeah.
So that was one of the bigger things that is interesting about this show, and maybe it's not as deep as I want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say like a 1964 audience was maybe dumber, but I think they kind of were, right? Big-
They have
just-
different expectations for things where we might say that Lily Munster looks at a base level fine, at a different level hot.
Yeah.
Whereas like in 1960s, you'd be like, this fucking woman with the white streak in her hair and her dark eye makeup is creepy.
Yeah, that's that I mean that's clearly a woman of Satan at
Yeah.
the very least, right? And maybe we're 64, we're not we're
Are you guys making fun of boomers again? Is that what we're doing?
no,
just
we're,
saying-
we're just saying like in 2025 us even growing up in the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
we're 3 extra decades ahead of them with TV.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
they don't seem like it doesn't seem as
Sophisticated
weird.
TV
Like
essentially.
people might go out in furry costumes in 2025. Like
Yeah,
it's sort of like
exactly.
we expect that. Like you can wear your onesie, and I'm like, okay, he's wearing his onesie.
Yeah.
But I
so-
will say in the 60s, it didn't seem like there's many people bucking the trends from what I know about.
Yeah, well, and also I don't think in 2025 you can make a show with a family of monsters and not have them like acknowledge the fact that they know they're monsters and they're like the odd ones out.
I also feel like if you had a family of monsters on a show, like granted, if they like a reboot of this, it could be done. But if you were just going to create a show and be like, all these people are monsters, immediately everyone's going to be like, and let's break it down. So what are they making fun of? This culture, this race, this group, this disability? I mean,
the monster disability.
You already said some stuff about like the little kid being a werewolf. I mean,
if I saw that little kid, if I walked into a Lund's or a today, I walked into a Target and there was a Lily and Eddie Munster were walking by me, I would be like, that hot mom has a weird looking kid.
I think I'd be like, wow, they're celebrating Halloween early.
But I passed them in February. You know what I'm saying? Like, not October 29th.
You'd be like, oh, they're here for Mayo Clinic. Oh, that was too far.
Oh, that was a Minnesota cancer joke. Way to go.
I think the difference, and again, these are very, you zoom out, these are very similar shows in that it's like Spooky Family. They aired at the same time. I think the difference, though, and the thing that made Munsters again, just the show, slightly more successful than the Addams Family is Herman Munster. I think Herman Munster, played by Fred Gwynn, is very charming and like a guy you could see like, anchoring a TV show like this, of like the charming, kind of bumbling, but like nice, friendly dad. Like,
is this around the same time that, what's that one show where it's like, I'm going to whistle the song, but
Andy Griffith Show?
Yeah. That one. Is that around the same time as this?
That might be a little bit earlier.
Okay. Cause like they have the bumbling guy and I can't stand Barney. That guy is annoying. This guy.
But this is, this is the archetype for, family comedies, right? That's existed through the Munsters and the Simpsons and
so it's more like Leave
Roseanne
It to Beaver.
And you Leave It to Beaver, where it's just like, this family comedy structure with this like kind of bumbling dad is just very common.
What were you making me watch the other day that had a bumbling? Oh, you made me watch Home Improvement, the Halloween episode.
Yeah, that's another one of them. Yeah,
I forgot how much that drives me. It's not that funny.
No, it's not. It's terrible, right? We watched Home Improvement. Like that Home Improvement was on like when dinner was ready.
Oh wow!
And we watched Home Improvement like every single night with dinner.
I had no idea.
Yeah, like almost every single time.
Yeah, but yeah, there's like a sweetness to Herman that is magnetic, I think.
I like Herman a lot.
Yeah,
he's like I'm like, I want to hate this. What a wonderful man.
Yeah, he seems great.
or monster. He really does. It's weird. Here's a question for both of you. I'm taking myself out of it because I know the answer.
Oh no.
Herman's like really fucking tall, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wildly tall. Claire, do you agree?
I think he's on like stilted shoes.
Yes. Yeah.
That's fair. During the first and lasties, I said I was bummed because in season 15 we did a netherworld point and then we didn't talk about it at all in season 16. So I'm bringing it back for one netherworld point.
Oh man.
Because we're doing a spooky. Closest wins. So I'm just out. One of you's getting a point. How tall is Herman Munster, the actor? His name is like something Gwynn.
Fred Gwynn.
Fred Gwynn.
How tall is Fred Gwynn?
How tall is Fred Gwynn?
No
the
shoes?
actual human being, like no stilts and stuff like that.
I'm Googling because I was like, because I was watching Herman Munster hang out with people, and I was like, how tall is this motherfucker?
He's towering. Yeah.
So I Googled Fred Gwynn height. What's the answer?
I think he's like actually 6'4", and then they put some shoes on him, and that puts him closer to like 6'8". I'm saying like actual height 6'4".
I was gonna say 6'2", but Joe just went 6'4", so I feel like I gotta go higher than that. But I'm gonna stick 6'2". 6'2".
Okay, and I'm gonna go
6'2", no shoes.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what. Well, I don't know
I'm
what
going
his footwear.
6'4" internet.
Yeah. I'm going closest. Price is Right rules do not technically apply.
Mm-hmm.
What? So we're both over?
I didn't tell you what you were at all.
So okay, but I got questions if Price is Right.
Price is Right rules do not apply. I'm just saying the closest person to his height
Okay.
wins. So you said 6'2", Claire.
Yeah.
Joe, you said 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
Herman, Fred,
Gwynn
is 6'5".
Okay. Yeah.
Should have gone higher.
That's pretty tall.
Dang.
That's tall.
That's pretty
That is
tall.
tall, man. Especially for like an actor.
Do you think that he died young? I don't know
Oh,
why.
yeah,
I
he
asked
did.
that.
I saw
He
He
died, when, he
did?
died when he's like 68 or something, like 60
Yeah.
something. I mean,
pancreatic cancer in the 90s.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's hard to be tall.
yeah, tall people die. That's what happens.
But yeah, he's really sweet. I mean, he's, for the parts of the plot of this show, like it's him meeting, Marilyn's boyfriend for the first time, and he's very welcoming to him, and then being at the party, and then even being, made the butt of the joke of, he takes his knight's helmet off, and then they say like, oh, he's wearing a mask under a mask. And he's just sort of like, yeah, like either he doesn't get it or he's playing along, but either way, he doesn't want to make a fuss. He's just like, he's just very sweet all around. And then even at the end, when the boyfriend comes back to the house, him and Lily are still like welcoming to him. Like,
oh, your parents might be a little harsh, but
yeah,
like our daughter likes you, our niece likes you. And then he runs away.
mm-hmm.
And freaks out because he like sees presumably just Herman, because once again Lily's not frightening at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're both like, well, that's weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would he just run away? And Herman's just like, he didn't even say goodbye. That kind of bums me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they're great. They're better than the Addams Family.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be
So-
like harping on that. They're fine.
I mean, yeah. Also, like, man, I'm struggling with their names now.
Gomez.
Gomez and Morticia are also very charming people.
It is interesting that Morticia and Lily, they seem like stylistically so similar.
Yes, yeah,
Which is
yeah.
like
Mhm.
hot,
They're kind of just like
dark-haired
vampy,
lady
yeah.
with a streak in their hair.
Hot lady vamps,
Mhm.
maybe.
Whereas Gomez and Herman are both very different.
And there's not many hot men in this show. I'm gonna say that.
We've been talking about Herman this
Yeah, Herman is
whole
6'5". Okay.
No. I will say Grandpa is the most spicy out of all of them. He was trying to suck everybody's blood. Like he was just, as I think Josh at one point was like, Grandpa's thirsty.
Yeah.
Literally thirsty.
Thirsty guy. But he never did. We never got to see him engage in his.
I wonder if there'll be like not a dead body pop up or something, like a whodunit, as in like someone like passed out and they think Grandpa sucked some blood kind of thing, like a tongue-in-cheek Grandpa is murdering people.
Interesting.
Because there's no way they would ever let that happen in the show, because it's very family friendly, very nice. So like they're gonna bounce around the fact that he's obviously a vampire that needs human blood to survive.
Well, he did mention that like he's had like 169 wives and they're all dead, and he still sees them regularly.
I
and
think that was just he's really old because he's a vampire.
could
Like
be.
he's not he killed his wives,
I don't know.
but maybe because he's Dracula and Dracula has a lot of wives.
I don't really know the Dracula story well enough. I've seen it on like in a play. I think I read the book in high school, but I couldn't tell you how that works out. But I thought it was like he like sucks people in relationships and then he kills them. Gonna suck their. I want to suck your blood. No, nobody.
No, I've heard that before.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've heard that one. Anything else about this the show?
I can't think of anything, but it was really cute.
I mean, the only other thing we didn't really like, they went to the party and whatever, and then we kind of talked about all that. But like, Eddie had a babysitter.
Yeah, I mean, she was a normie, and that's another thing that I'm like still like, how do you not have a babysitter that's not a normie? Like, how do you not have like another monster that can come over, or like have your harp watch the kid?
Well, they live in like Chicago. Where is this supposed to be, Joe? Did
I
you
have
catch
no
that
idea.
at all?
No, I don't
No.
think they said.
Clearwater, Florida.
But I didn't realize until you had just said it in recap that he was locked in his bedroom and couldn't come out because of the full moon.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot more sense. You see him earlier, but then once it's night.
And the babysitter isn't let in. Like he's just like, yeah, just put the milk under the door.
I just thought he was being like a snooty kid, and I kept thinking like, why are you not going in there? Like, what are you doing? You're the worst babysitter of all time. But I don't know.
The Munsters took place in the fictional city of Mockingbird Heights at the address 1313 Mockingbird Lane. While the state was never revealed in the show, clues from the production suggest it was a suburb of Los Angeles.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
So, California potentially, but
Yeah,
Fake
anywhere
town.
America
Yeah.
is what it's supposed to be.
Yep. Should we predict things?
Yes.
Mhm.
You want me to go first?
Do it.
Great. Okay, so one of my favorite things was the harp that harped by itself. Well, actually, the babysitter played the harp, and then the harp was like, "Why are you touching me?" and then harp back at her. So I think the harp is gonna harp again, just because I liked it. I think that someone is gonna run away from the Munsters' house again, because we had just the boyfriend, I think, ran away, but I think there's gonna be someone that runs away. I remember Eddie in school. So I'm going to say that Eddie has a problem in school and Grandpa is tooling on a project in the basement. And I put fire because he was like eating fire at the dinner. So something to do with fire. I think he likes fire.
He was eating like the sterno.
Yeah. Whoa. But it was kind of funny. So those are mine.
I like that Grandpa was eating sterno in the party in front of the boyfriend's mom, and her reaction just was like, "How peculiar," basically. And I was like, "This man's eating hot coals in front of you. This should blow your goddamn mind."
I do feel like I didn't like any of the normies' reactions to them.
Well, their reactions are the same as like the Munsters' reactions to them. They have like equal level of reaction. It's just as us being normies, I feel like it's harder to think like, why aren't you either terrified or just like enthralled completely? Somehow.
Yeah, I feel like I'd want to know all their life stories.
Yeah. Okay, I got predictions. Number 1, I think Marilyn has a partner.
Ooh, good.
Because she just can't find love apparently. So I hope she finally finds it.
Okay, good. Yeah, I thought maybe you were like saying something bad about that. Okay.
No, man, she deserves love too. I think we get to see Eddie transform.
Into a full werewolf?
I think we get to see full werewolf Eddie. I don't think that's ever going to happen. I just wanted to see that. Because
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, did they ever do it? Probably not. Number 3, I think Grandpa drinks a potion.
Oh, and he did that in this episode.
Yeah.
Good callback.
I just think he's going to go concoct something potentially. And then number 4, I think Herman gets electrocuted. Maybe a little nod to him being a Frankenstein.
I love that because he's always like, I was going to put something about like him hitting his head or something because I just feel like he's bumbling. So like him getting electrocuted sounds legit.
Yeah, he's probably going to be like, ooh, that was good.
Yeah, I think you get a bonus point if he goes, ooh, that's good.
All right. Okay, noted.
I have that Herman runs for mayor.
Oh, I
Oh,
like
that would be so fun.
I think that he has become so comfortable with his community that he thinks he's going to run for mayor.
Is there anything that I know about the 2025 political climate is anybody can win?
Anything's possible.
Is this coming out before Election Day?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Spooky month.
Everybody should go vote. Just don't forget November 4th.
Is that even right?
Yeah.
We got signs. I have a transformation prediction too. I have that Grandpa turns into a bat.
Ooh.
Of course, he's Dracula.
Do you think just if that happens, do you think they just like throw a puff of smoke up and they like a real bat? Like they just throw a real bat in the air?
Not even real bat, just like
Like a fake
Yeah,
bat.
like-
fake bat on
and
a
we're
string.
going to see the strings.
Yeah, we're gonna see the strings.
Yeah.
It's going to look like a spider web. You won't even notice.
I think that again, I think because like as they go through the show, I think Herman ends up being the major selling point of the show, and they emphasize him more. I think they de-emphasize Lily, and Lily has less than 5 lines.
Whoa.
So I'll be counting. I think she has less than 5. And then my last one is that we get to see the Dragula.
Spot? Their pet?
Dragula is a car that was featured on this show.
Oh.
That's mentioned in the Rob Zombie song Dragula.
His titular song, Dracula.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to see the Dragula.
Wait, I don't understand this. So this Rob Zombie song
Yeah.
is from, like, they sing about the car?
Dig through the ditches, burn through the witches, slam in the back of my Dragula, my car that I'm driving.
Huh. I hope we see it too. That sounds awesome.
Ask your parents what slamming means.
That does not seem like something my parents want to talk about.
We'll see. Okay, well, the finale or the last episode, I can't imagine this is going to end succinctly, is called A Visit from Teacher. And I figured that was going to make Claire happy when I heard one of her predictions. So let's watch this final episode, and we will be back after that.
But that doesn't mean he has a problem at school.
And we're back. We are done with the final episode of the Munsters, A Visit from the Teacher. I have a write-up off IMDb from Matthew N. Jones. Eddie writes a school paper about his parents and life around the Munster home. His teacher and principal think what he has written is a product of an overactive imagination until they head over to the Munsters' house and see for themselves. Grandpa invents a machine that harbors electricity from lightning bolts.
How did he...
He did it right at the beginning.
Okay. All I knew is that he was inventing things.
He just created a lightning rod into a battery that doesn't work very well, I think.
That was wild. Go, Grandpa.
You'd think being eternal vampire, he would have learned some basic sciences along the way, right?
If I never died, I would really hope that I became very studious and was knowledgeable about everything. I felt like I wanted to be when I was in my 20s. Now I'm just tired.
It's got to be a lot harder to become rich and successful just living forever as to opposed to just being able to teleport back 10 years.
Oh, dude, teleporting back is the key way. Because you know the future.
Teleport me back 15 years with a $100 bill and I would be a millionaire.
You'd be buying all the Bitcoin.
Yeah, I guess I would.
10 years ago, yeah. You'd be like, AI, I'm in on that.
Hey, why not?
But if you live forever...
I can't believe I got you on that one, Jeff.
But if you live forever, you could potentially... if you think about it, your money is just old money. You've had it for a long time.
Yeah.
And so it's probably compounding or shit. Earning some interest.
That's if you got your money in the bank.
Have you not watched wrestling? You got to get the money in the bank.
You don't know what that means.
I don't. They carry on a briefcase. That's all I know.
If you did that, it would just mean to be carrying all your money around in a briefcase, and it would not compound at all. And then you'd hand it to some random person.
But you get to play at SummerSlam or something.
You're really correct and also really wrong. It's all of the things. It's very interesting.
Well, I tried.
What do you guys think about this episode?
I was a little more bored.
It was fine. It kind of read to me as what I would expect to be a typical Munsters episode, where it's a person from the real world meets them for the first time and is freaked out, which in context, kind of boring for the last episode.
Yeah,
this you would expect this to be episode 3, that the kid's teacher meets his parents.
Well, and how many different times does a normie meet the monsters?
Yeah, exactly.
And that is oh, they did it again.
And they're running away. Right. They're so scared.
I will say this. I said it out loud, but Herman, he is great, and his mouth work is exquisite. It just whenever you see that man talking, he's moving his lips and he's being all silly.
Yeah, doing a lot of mouth acting.
Just a lot of mouth acting.
Well,
and it's
because
all great.
He can't move the rest of his body. He's got huge shoulder pads in. He's got a mask on his head, so he probably can't lift his eyebrows very much.
Right.
So the only thing he can do is move his mouth around.
I've never seen any human emote more in their mouth, though. That was fantastic.
From now on, I'm going to try to emote using my mouth only. You're going to love it.
Starting now.
And I will I'm not very good at it. I don't have good lips for that.
But yeah, even like the first episode had like different angles of it where it's like Marilyn and her boyfriend, and then like the Munster parents and the boyfriend's parents, where it's like it's purely just like the school administrator and teacher just like meeting the Munsters, and that's pretty much it.
I also thought it was like a little sad that Grandpa just stayed in the basement. Like he never came up. And like maybe it was because it was daytime and we didn't see it at nighttime or something, but like I don't know. He was
just busy with his electronic machine.
He was doing his own thing. They yelled at him a lot, but like there wasn't that interaction with him, and I like that in the first episode.
That also led to the one thing I laughed at in this episode, where like the school people are over, and then Lily's like, "Oh, like Grandpa's gonna come say hi. He said he would pop his head up," and then they go like knock on the cellar door, and they're like, "Grandpa, come say hi," and then he literally just pops up and goes like, "Hey." And then pops back down.
He's like, "Nice to meet ya."
Yeah. There's like fog coming up.
Which is why
he has a goblet for some reason.
Yeah.
Why is this guy not around more? Like, come on.
I don't know, but that's a good bit.
It's pretty good. They did keep the bit going of them having to like bang on the door because he kept like turning the power off and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, come on, guys. One too many times with the power
That's
bit.
one of the things I remember about this show is that like they bang on the floor for Grandpa, but like I didn't realize he doesn't come upstairs.
Well, he's got like he's an old man with hobbies, and all of his hobbies are
he's got his own space
downstairs.
Yeah,
it's his
it's his
mother.
Man cave.
It's his mother-in-law suite essentially.
Yeah,
right.
It's his own space. They don't go down there. They also somewhat expect him to stay down there and not interrupt the family dynamic.
I guess Marilyn did go down there at one point, but
yeah, Marilyn was like helping him with.
But you think for dinner you'd want to feed the old man? Like he's hundreds of years old. Make sure he has a sandwich.
There was one scene where they're all eating together, right?
I don't think that Grandpa was there, but maybe.
Well, they were preparing all the food.
I remember a scene with
that's why I was confused, because I was like, are they making food for the teacher? But they hadn't invited the teacher over yet.
Yeah.
Did we like Berenstein Bear this already? And we both think there was a scene with them eating though.
I think there was a scene that I'm picturing where there was the five of them sitting at the table, with Herman facing the audience.
I guess he was upstairs when like the kid was reading the story. I don't know. It felt like a little bit. I don't know. It felt like a little too similar to the first episode, and I thought they would be more creative. But also, what is this, 1965? Like, good job, people. I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to be positive.
I don't know. I'm surprised. I again, this reads like episode 3 to me. Now I'm wondering if there was like 70 episodes of this, then what happened in episodes 2 through 69?
Yeah, right? Like the mailman interacts with them in episode 3, and then like maybe a more in-depth babysitter episode.
I don't know. Maybe Herman runs for mayor. Like, you never know.
But like,
it seems like they find like one person though, and then they're like, ooh, we're spooky, and then they run away. You'd think that they would also get used to that. Like, whenever we see people, they run away from us.
Well, even in this last episode, they're doing a good job of like not letting anybody see Herman for a while, because he's the one that freaks everybody out fully. So, how many different ways did they not let people, like, was Herman's the Wilson of this show?
He like goes out to work and stuff though. Like, you saw him come back with his lunch pail.
What does he do? He probably works.
What does
he probably
Wilson
like works
do?
in the mines or something that like no one can. They're just like, that big brute. He's awesome.
Yeah, they wouldn't even care what he looks like.
No, as long as he can chop coal. Right, that's what you do.
I think they pay well for that.
Yeah,
that's how he affords his mansion.
I'm just scrolling through a lot of the episode descriptions, and there's interesting stuff going on. There's like funny like sitcom plots going on. The storm knocked out the power in the Munster home. Eddie's being bullied at school and he's angry about it. Eddie was sent home for gambling.
Yeah, he had a lot of problems at school.
Pogs, probably.
Grandpa's working on a machine that will bring about world peace. Like, there's wild stuff happening here, and then we just happened upon the last episode is they just meet another person who thinks they're weird.
Yeah, so not a strong last
Mm-hmm.
by any means. Almost seems like a season 1 episode even.
Yeah.
Just because like they're still finding their footing, and this was the end of season 2.
I will say their makeup all changed slightly, and that was really interesting. I mean, like, there's a whole new Marilyn, because in the original Maryland, it said she left the show to go get married to a guy that worked on Sesame Street, but then sounds like they didn't have that awesome relationship, and they like broke up and blah blah blah. But then I was saying to Josh and Joe, I'm like, well, why would she have to like stop a show if she got married? And then they both looked at me and they're like, this is 1964. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Also on that end, I was reading a bit about one of the pilots that they produced for this. And originally, instead of Lily Munster, is Phoebe Munster was the wife. Played by a different actress.
Oh.
Played by Lisa Kudrow.
That would be so amazing.
And she was just much more like pretty much just exactly Morticia Addams. Like black dress, very like solemn and like gothy-er.
So they just switch her out?
So they switched her out and like not even just like switched the character, they switched the actress too. Because they were just like, this is too much like Morticia.
Did that actress go on to do anything?
I could look that up.
Maybe she married a guy from Sesame Street, but probably not the same person that Marilyn.
Joan Marshall, best known for her appearances in The Twilight Zone.
Oh.
And Star Trek episode Court Martial.
Which Star Trek?
OG Star Trek.
No, then I wouldn't know.
So yeah, a 60s actress.
Still, this could have been her big break.
Or at least the consistent break for her. But yeah, I saw some of the photos of her as Phoebe Munster, and it was very much just like, oh yeah, that's just Morticia.
Phoebe Morticia Munster.
Whereas like Lily's like a little bit different. She's got like a lighter dress. She's got that streak in her hair.
Isn't there something that you guys told me about where it's like in culture where there'll be one movie and then another movie will come out very similar? Like it's like the Armageddon and then the whatever. Deep Impact. So this is
Transformers and Transmorphers.
Turtle power. I don't know what you mean by Transmorphers. Is that actually a thing?
Yeah, Transmorphers is just a shitty Transformers ripoff.
But like, why? How does that even happen? Because if I'm like working at NBC and we're working on, I don't know, a show about monsters, I don't think if I was working at ABC, I'd be like, let's do that too.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple different ways because it happens in like video games too, where like somehow it seems like two studios are coming out with the same type of video game within like 6 months of each other, but these things take years to make. Even TV shows, like TV shows, like
I feel like I would hold it back another 6 months then, so we could have our like grand moment.
You'd think that, but I mean, marketing and everything leading up to when something's going to get released costs an ass ton of money, and once you don't probably
can't roll that back.
Your marketing plan's already done, and then all of a sudden the studio next to you is like the Addams Family out in fall, and you're like, motherfucker, the Munsters are coming out in the summer.
I guess we gotta fire the mom.
Well, it's just like, and then like, how can we pivot this a little in time? Yeah. And that's they do the best they can, but things like that just take a long time, and then it just unfortunately in a weird human transitive connection we come up with the same things. They're just trends.
The interesting thing about the Munsters Addams Family is like Addams Family isn't originated from the Addams Family TV show. It was a New Yorker comic called The Addams Family, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's also both shows were inspired by that comic.
Yeah, which was very popular.
Yeah. And it just happened to like line up in the timelines that both ABC and CBS are producing these shows at the same time.
Interesting. I guess we are not as unique as we all want to be.
No.
I mean, it's just, again, it's just larger trends, right? Where it's like they're family sitcoms are becoming a bigger thing now. So they're looking for different angles to do family sitcoms. And like both networks are like, hey, what if like something spooky like this Addams Family comic?
Which was probably pretty big or something, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where they get the idea. And then more than one person's following a trend.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not talking. No one's talking to each other because they don't want to tell anybody that we're working on it.
Yeah.
And then two of the same things come out.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then for 80 years, we talk about which one's better.
I think that's the part that's remarkable to me is that like it wasn't a thing where like one just gets swallowed up because there already is the other one. It's not like, oh, well, there's already the Munsters and this is more popular, so Addams Family just ceases to exist. They both like had their lanes and like became popular for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like the Munsters only got canceled because the other channel put on Batman at the same time.
Yeah, they didn't really compete against each other. It was just like, you know, different market forces that forced them off the air. And and then Addams Family, you know, had a resurgence through, you know, the Addams Family movies in the 90s, whereas like the Munsters was like more popular at in the 60s and the Showtime, and then had other spin-offs after that. And then we didn't talk about it, but there's the Rob Zombie movie from 2022.
Man, he really liked the Munsters.
Yeah, he's a big Munsters head. But I watched maybe half of it, but never finished it. It's weird. It's like it's not like an episode of the Munsters. It's like how Lily and Herman met.
Is it spooky?
No.
Oh.
It's also weird that Rob Zombie made like a movie that wasn't like a gore fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he does a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of his jam. It's also weird that Rob Zombie became like a movie director.
Yeah.
So,
Also
You know
weird.
what? Game on, Rob.
I mean, good for him, but it's just one of those things where it's like, okay.
Maybe he went back in time.
That's like if Ricky Martin became a movie director.
But
dude.
but maybe Rob Zombie teleported back 10 years, got a lot of money because he bought some Bitcoin, and then he's just like, I'm just going to be a director.
Ricky Martin was in a miniseries about it was what was the death of Johnny Versace.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And like he acted in it. He was really good.
That was he was really good.
Was that Netflix?
It was an FX show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
It was just like
surprisingly
a
great.
one season miniseries, and like I really liked it, and Ricky Martin especially was really good.
I might have seen an episode or two of that,
Mm-hmm.
but something happened. I didn't finish it. But if I'll go check and see if that's what I'm thinking of, because if it is, then maybe I'll watch the rest of it to just.
It was a lot. It was.
He got some
I
Ricky.
remember us watching it, and it was
Mhm.
one of those where it's like we got to watch the next episode. Like there's a lot going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But Ricky Martin was fantastic, and I think after we realized it was Ricky, everybody like looked at each other like, that's Ricky? He's like good too.
Yeah.
Because like we've all seen Livin' La Vida Loca. That music video sucks.
Oh, come on now.
I also think I don't know, maybe he was just like playing more to his, I don't know, strengths or something. I don't know.
Potentially.
Fashion.
Just watching that. Was that Dean Cain?
I don't know about Dean Cain.
He was Superman.
Oh yeah, totally knew that.
Should we do predictions?
Oh sure.
How'd you do, Claire?
Well, 50-50. There's no harp. Grandpa was tooling around, but there's no fire. Someone runs away from the Munsters. Yes. And Eddie has a problem at school. Yes. They don't believe that he wrote the story. So I get 2 whole points.
Dang.
I'm back. Season 17. Although I was really sad to learn, like, Joe came back from first and last season. I was like, did I win? And he's like, no. I'm like, did I get second? He's like, no. It was very sad finding out I got 4th place, even though I like replaced Jimmy so many episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he cheats. Love you, Jimmy.
But you did real good last season. Season before that.
Season 15 was
Yeah.
my season.
Yeah.
Second
Well,
place.
it was my season.
Yeah, but I got 2nd place.
Which is pretty fucking good.
Is that on the spreadsheet? Because I bet you Jimmy did not think to put Claire got 2nd on that spreadsheet.
I could check that. I can't. Jimmy's spreadsheets are illegible.
You've been fixing them. Come on.
Well, I just made a different one. Okay, so I had Marilyn has a partner. That's inconclusive. But Eddie did say that he did say to the teacher that Marilyn keeps bringing boys home and they keep getting scared away. So it seems like she probably still doesn't have one.
Yeah.
I said Eddie transforms. Despite the fact that Eddie's teachers were coming over, he really wasn't even in this episode a lot. He was in it a little bit more than the first one because the first one he's just behind a door. But he did not transform. Number 3, I said Grandpa drinks a potion. He did not. He was only working with electricity, which brings me to my 4th one, which is Herman gets electrocuted. And he sure did.
That was like a good electrocution.
Yeah.
Too.
That was there was no debating on whether or not that man got electrocuted. So I'll take the 1 point.
I have the Herman runs for mayor. Not in this one, but it seems like a plausible plot for a
Could
different
be a
episode. Yeah. Grandpa turns into a bat. Not quite. Lily has less than 5 lines, and she had a lot of lines, actually.
Yep.
Probably more than Herman. Definitely more than Herman, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
He had a lot more lip action though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that mouth acting, tip top.
And then an appearance by the Dragula and no such car. So
I did look it up, and I highly recommend anyone listening this along into the podcast to look up what it looks like, because that's a cool car.
Is it just in the music video? Like, just watch Rob Zombie's Dragula.
that's the confusing thing is the car that's in the music video is like their normal like Sunday driving car.
Like the Munsters?
The Munsters, which like has a different name. It's like a different car. It's like kind of like a hearse. But then the Dragula is like a like drag racing car that Grandpa has.
It's like a single person car.
So wait, the
Yeah.
car in Rob Zombie's music video isn't the Dragula?
It is not the Dragula.
That's insane.
But it's just like a different car from the Munsters show. Yeah.
I just think it's insane that he made a whole song about a Munsters car.
Man, I
Is
bet
it, though?
I want someone needs to interview Rob Zombie about this because I bet the story's like we ordered the Dragula car and then they came and they and then the hearse came and I'm so fucking pissed.
But do you think he wanted a solo car?
I don't know, man.
I think he wanted the car he made the
Dragula.
song about.
Okay, valid.
I think that's what he wanted. Okay, well, listeners, thank you for hanging out with us. Claire, also thank you for hanging out with us.
Oh, I'm always excited to be back. Thanks for having me.
If you want to send us show suggestions or comment or whatnot, you can at FNL Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter, on the Instagrams. Let us know what's up. And I guess that's going to do it for Spooky Month. Next month is just regular old month. Yeah, I know, right? So, but we'll be back next week for another one. See you then. Goodbye.
Huh. I hope we see it too. That sounds awesome.
Ask your parents what slamming means.